Oh, look at that.
Welcome to the 11th episode of the Jax Wax podcast. My name is Jared Miner. I'm here, as usual, with Todd Isaac, and we have a very special guest back since episode 2, the Jack and Jax Wax. My dad, Jack Miner.
The Jack Attack.
What's up, man?
Man, where you been?
Dude, I'll tell you where you've been.
I'll tell you what.
Where have you been?
I've been in Florida for the winter. And
Yeah. We spoke a little bit about it on our last episode, how the weather in Columbus, Ohio is not the greatest, so my dad's got it figured out. We go down to Florida for the winter months and come back up here right when it gets nice.
Yeah. It's we haven't seen him in about 3 months. But it's been
Back and
good
forth.
because we've been making executive decisions.
That's right.
Yeah.
And if you may, I don't know if you guys are going to hear this or not, there is, we talked about the last podcast that we're going to expand the showroom, and you may hear some hammers and some drills and stuff because they're finishing up right now and making plenty of noise.
well, I can tell you what's funny about that is I heard about it on the podcast. I was in Florida and I turned it on and that's the
first time you
I
heard
heard
about it.
Yeah. He was unaware that there was
It's better to ask for forgiveness.
It's exactly right.
That's the motto I live by.
There was a construction. The construction had already started.
Yeah.
And he was just figuring out about it.
I remember sitting there talking about it. I'm like,
What time are you coming home, Dad?
my dad's going to watch this. He's
Yeah.
probably just now figuring this thing out.
He's just now realizing.
Yeah, so
gonna
it's
come-
actually going to be really cool. You
Yeah.
know, they've expanded. We've added 500 square feet. We're probably, what do you think? Probably 1,500-ish square feet now in the showroom?
Total, yeah.
Yeah. So that's pretty exciting. It's going to be really, really cool. Now we have an area, we have a training center for people that are in Central Ohio or who have ever been here. They know that we have a training center. Well, now you can be in the showroom and look through a piece of glass and see inside the training center, you know, for whenever we're working on a car or doing whatever. And there's other cool aspects. We're going to add some more TVs and just add a lot more room to offer a lot more products.
We really want it to be here in Central Ohio, the place that everybody goes to, detailers. We have so many detailers, detail shops, mobile guys that come in here every week, and we want to be able to give them more hands-on. If they want to see how a polisher spins or how the tire dressing looks on a tire, we want to be able to show them that.
That's the whole thing. It's the same thing we would do at a car show. How many car shows have we all been to where we do demonstrations?
Right.
You know, it's been easy. What better demonstration to be on the person's vehicle themselves?
Yeah.
So we like that, and we just want to showcase the products and adding that room to offer a lot more stuff. There's a lot of things that we offer commercially or on a wholesale level that these detailers and do-it-yourself guys can use, and the showroom wasn't big enough to showcase.
And that was kind of the thought process about making it bigger is we can now, you know, just instead of having all of our Jax Wax products, we're going to have floor mats and all these all kinds of different products that will go along to help the whole detail shop.
a lot of accessories and bringing on some new products and some pretty cool stuff.
Well, it'll be the go-to place for detailers. I mean, there's
That's what we hope, you know.
Yeah.
That's the idea, for
a
sure.
lot of places, paint stores, automotive paint, different accessories. But for detail guys, this will be it.
Yeah, I think this would be good. So since our last podcast, we did the showroom thing. I was out in Colorado for a lot of our followers know Matt Mormon and Obsessed Garage. He had an event out at Rupes in Denver. I met Matt at SEMA last year. Super nice guy. Got a hell of a business. It's just an incredible story for the people that haven't followed him. You need to go on his YouTube page and go check some other stuff out about his business. It's really, really cool. But I went out to that Rupes event, and they got a couple guys out there that really know their stuff. Jason Rose, I mean, maybe one of the most well-known people in the detailing industry. Dylan Von Kleist, another guy that's got a ton of knowledge. They have an absolutely unbelievable facility.
That was the impressive part to me, just seeing it in the videos. And
they really got their stuff together. It was very impressive. The training, Jason is their director of global training, and you could not ask for a better facility to train in. It's unbelievable. Just little stuff they think about, like if you follow them on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, you'll see their facility, but the things that you don't pay attention to is like how well thought out it was. When I went out there, I started noticing things. I mean, just the lighting that they have and the fact that you see so many shops painting their walls white, right? They want to white out their entire shop, and it looks really cool. Well, they figured out that we're going to paint the walls black because when the light reflects off the wall, it kind of dies at the wall and doesn't come back onto the paint or whatever you're working on.
Right.
Just little stuff they thought of. Their wash bay is top notch. I mean, the whole facility is really, really cool.
Super clean.
Very, very nice people.
And you were gone for a week, and there's more stuff got done here at Jax Wax than ever.
He got in the bomb Cyclone.
Oh yeah, that was crazy. I'm used to bad weather. Denver, for anybody that's been out there, they have a huge airport. And that the day before I left, what was that, Wednesday or Thursday? We had what they call a bomb cyclone.
I've never heard the term.
Yeah,
until you called me. I was at my house in Florida.
Yeah,
and I said, that's kind of weird. The weather here's the same. Let me look. 79 and sunny. What are you dealing with?
Yeah, I know. I was dealing with that, and I was surprised. It came on pretty fast. They knew it was coming. What it is, basically, they say it's like what do we have, 70-mile-an-hour winds or something like that, and snow, up to a foot of snow. It's like a hurricane. It's like a Category
Blizzard,
1
hurricane,
or Category 2 hurricane to be the same kind of thing, but it's just with snow. Well, it shut that entire place down. I mean, all government facilities, obviously all schools, everything. Well,
and for a minute, you didn't even like the elevator in the hotel. Everybody had to use steps.
That's right. So the last day of training, it was a 3-day deal or 2.5-day training session. We did wet sanding, we did paint correction. It was really, really what they call their advanced training for that kind of stuff, and it was really good. Well, the last day we get back to the hotel, elevators don't work. I mean, it really shut the whole place down. The power went out for about 4 hours. It was funny, but not really, because now you're ready to come home.
And you had to walk up and down 10 flights of steps.
Yeah, I was on the 10th floor. I realized at that point I needed to change something in my life because I was winded. I mean,
and then when you get to the airport, there's 2,000 flights canceled.
Yeah, 2015, almost 1,500 in one day.
You get the whole domino effect.
That's
after
right.
That, so it's
it was a big deal. So then I had to change flights, and now I was supposed to go to Chicago, back to Columbus. I missed that flight because of all the delays, and I had to buy another flight to go to Baltimore to Cincinnati. I mean, it was just all this crazy stuff. But we made it back. It's all good.
That was a good week.
Yeah, it was good. I learned a lot, as far as I've been doing this stuff a long time, and man, I learned a lot from those guys.
The wet sanding part is the part that is a lot of people have questions about, because it just seems so foreign to go at a car with sandpaper, and everybody's scared of it. So to learn that, and be able to teach
intimidated by that.
Yeah.
It also seems, intimidation is right. It also seems that man, I don't want to sand my car. I'm gonna really mess it up. They're afraid to polish the car with a buffer, let alone sand it. Right. And in some cases, if you want, 3,000 foam disc on a palm sander is less abrasive than what would be like a rotary polisher and a wool pad, like what you guys used to use back in the day. Body shops still use.
Yeah.
So there's some advantages to sanding. So that was really cool to do some hand sanding and machine sanding, and then all the polishing. The things that I learned the most was, I polished a lot of cars, but Jason and Dylan, some of their techniques, like for certain areas that were really bad. Or, that was the thing. I don't think there was a spot that I know there wasn't, that the class would do this or that or whatever, and I come over and kind of check it out, and then he'd say, well, let me see it for a second.
Yeah.
Done. Every single one he's getting. I mean, he's got 35 years in the business, you know what I mean? And he's just been doing it forever, and he's really good.
And he's ran into almost every problem or issue you can run into on every different kind of paint. So there's no stumping him.
There's also,
and it's all because of experience.
Yeah, he's seen it all.
You can't replace that experience, and he's gracious enough to sit there and let everybody else know. Yeah. If you have a question, he's got the answer. I'm just telling you, that's how it is.
He's going to figure it out.
Yes, and knowing when to sand, when to polish, all the different kinds of paint that you're dealing with. You know what I mean? And not like there's so many people that say, well, GM paint is typically hard, or this paint is typically soft, or whatever. That's not the case, man. It's just it's a car by car type deal.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, and in 35 years, he's seen all the different stages of paint.
That's right.
Yep.
So everyone that's listening to the podcast, we're live on Instagram today for the first time. It's something we're going to start doing. We're going to start going. We have a live feed of Instagram. So we got some questions coming in. We told people to ask.
Yeah.
Cocaine 3.7 says, "What's up, Tubbs?"
I don't know if anybody.
I got to unbutton my shirt.
Yeah,
that's why I asked him today. I said, "Man, you must get a discount on those shirts because there's not one with a top button." What is that?
If anybody follows us, the first episode we had a little thing that was from.
They'd have to go back to, I don't know how, it's been some time, but
that was
there were some bloopers. But if you go back on our Instagram page, a little ways down, there were some bloopers of. The three of
us before it started.
Right. Yeah, it's like what kind of the talk that we have, like the stuff that we talk about prior to turn it on the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see here. I'm trying to find some more questions. Lots of people saying, "What's up, Cody Cook? What's up, Concept Auto Solutions?"
Yep.
He's doing a lot of stuff down
Doing
there.
a bunch of stuff. If you pay attention to his page, I do. He's done all kinds of different wraps and
super cool
detailing.
too.
Good dude.
Yeah.
Also an ambassador for Rag Company.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Let's see here. How do I go about taking classes, and how much are classes? Also, was there a month ago? Can't wait to come back and pick up some products and check out the new showroom.
Oh, so a guy that's either somewhat local or
Brooke,
local.
Brooke RIS Finn.
Well, so for us, there's different kinds of classes. Easily, the most requested is paint correction. That's the one that most people want to learn about. So we need to do some of that. The ceramic coating part too. That can kind of be maybe combined in a 2-day type deal. But yeah, we're gonna do multiple classes. I'd like to set up. You should be able to do this. Set up some kind of like maybe link or page on our site.
Yes.
Classes.
Yep.
People can sign up.
Mm-hmm.
Here's how you do it. Prepay, be done, and
yeah, we're going to create that. It'll be at the top of the website, and it'll say forms.
Yeah.
Because we're going to have people are always asking. This is actually a question on here now. People are always asking how to go about getting sponsored for Instagram. Brand ambassadors, this, that, and the other. And for us, we tackle a little bit differently than most companies. We always want it to be real.
Yeah.
The people that we sponsor typically use our products, whether they were sponsored to or not.
That's right.
And it's all about the relationship. We've built relationships with these guys over time, and that's how you go about getting sponsored.
Chris, cocaine, right?
Yeah.
It's just a really good dude. That the relationships we want to have with these guys are not like, hey, just let me send you a bunch of product and you use it or you don't use it. I don't really care. Like, no, I want to actually know who you are, and I want you to really use our stuff, and I want you to enjoy using these products. I really want you using them on your car.
Right.
So yeah, for sponsorship is definitely different for us. It's not just hey, how many followers do you have, and that means I'm just going to
and let
send
me
you
give you a bunch of
stuff.
product, because it's not real to us.
No.
And
we want to have a real relationship with these people that we're sponsoring.
Right. And that's the people that we sponsor. But we are going to have a forum, because it's 10, 15 people asking a day, and that's awesome. We want people to use our product. We just want it to be using it for the right reason.
That's right.
So we're going to create a form. You can fill it out.
Yep.
That'll be up there with that one.
And I think people should know that it's not. I think the perception is I have to have 100,000 followers, 50,000 followers, 20,000 followers to be. That's not the case, because that same
we sponsor
person,
people that have less than 1,000 followers.
And partially because they're very active in their car community wherever they may be. They go to a lot of car shows. They're helping push the Jax Wax brand in their area. So it's not just about followers. It's not like we look at that and say, oh, well, you're out because you don't have enough followers. I know plenty of people that are so connected in the car community that don't have any followers.
Right.
Oh, absolutely.
So it's not just about that.
Yeah, and people always just focus. Especially this day and age, people focus on social media, the main part, as to where we want to look at it all.
Right.
Because
Absolutely.
there's the guy out there that we sponsor that doesn't even have social media, but he's
That's
going
right.
to every car show every weekend in Columbus that we've known for a long time.
Yep.
And so we factor in all those parts.
Mm-hmm.
We also factor in if it's someone that is just using 10 different car care companies and just trying to seek sponsorship. We look at that too.
There's part of that too. And to be honest with you, there's got to be some effort put into it.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many times we just get sponsorship ?
Yeah.
Well, I look at that like if that's the effort you're putting into the sponsorship, then how much effort are you going to push helping promote the brand?
Right.
Well, I get emails every day.
So it's a two-way street for sure. And the people that we sponsor, we are definitely selective on that. But they're really good people. They do a great job for us, and we want to sponsor people.
And we will start people out on a partial sponsorship.
Yeah.
And then we watch them, and some people go at it. SS Super Sport. He's always posting stuff, and those we see everything that's going on, and that's what we use to determine someone.
That's
gets
how we
into
say, here, you know what, man? Here's a full sponsorship. You're good.
Right.
We got everything you need, because they are being active.
Well,
they're
working.
being social. That's the whole social media part, right?
Right.
It works for everybody.
That's right. It makes sense.
And that was a good question. I'm glad you guys asked it, because that is one we get a lot. Adam Kunzelman says, "Who do you use for shipping?"
So Adam Kunzelman, boys,
That's your boy.
that is my boy. That is our FedEx rep.
I need some lower rates.
Yeah.
Let's just put that right out there.
Believe me, he hears that enough from me. He's probably fed up with
Listen, Jared rings him out. You listening at him? Come to Big Daddy, because I'm going to ring it just a little tighter.
that. Yeah, we need those Amazon rates. What's FedEx rates to Amazon? That's the rates we need.
What's that brown truck that's pulling up out there?
Oh, that's our new UPS guy.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the guy that gets most of our packages.
Nah, Adam's a good dude. He's one of my favorite salesmen that we've
he's
got,
cool.
man.
And
in all industries.
You know, that is that's what it's about.
It's a relationship
it's
thing.
The same thing.
I know that. I can't tell you how many times. Here's the deal: you ship products. If you thought about the network of a FedEx or a UPS and how they even get what they get done, it's incredible.
Yeah.
15 million packages a day or something crazy like that, right? So when there's going to be issues, there's going to be some hiccups in that process. I know that when I call Adam, it's fixed.
It is.
So for me, it's a relationship thing. Period.
Right, and that's because it's not like somebody's in here just trying to sell you something. Yeah. And whenever we've developed that relationship with Adam to where I'll go hang out with Adam on the weekend.
Right.
I don't like to.
Right.
You know, because
if it's like free tickets to a game or something.
Yeah. And he's a Pittsburgh fan.
He usually shows up here when we've just ordered a couple large pizzas.
I wonder.
Yeah.
Have you ever noticed that?
Yeah, for sure. Or when he needs gas money.
This guy is the king of, come on, man, I'll take you to lunch. He wants to take us to lunch.
Yeah.
And then get there, I ain't got my card.
It's weird.
Man.
No
That's
money.
the weirdest thing.
Huh.
No cash and no card.
It's happened at least 3 times to me. I'm stuck buying everybody lunch.
Speaking of, he's from Pittsburgh, right? And if he just never stopped talking about it. Well, guess what? Your team, the Raiders.
Yes.
Who they just get?
Arguably the best receiver in the game.
It's a problem for Steelers.
And I asked him.
Sorry for my Steelers fans out there. It's not looking good.
I always told Adam. I said, after that happened, I wanted to wait for him to come in. I said, I know you got your ear to the earth up there in Pittsburgh. You got your finger on the pulse.
Yes.
What's going on?
What's happening?
There's something.
There's some turmoil.
There's turmoil, and it's inside the program.
How about shake and bake up there in Cleveland?
Oh,
they're coming for Pittsburgh's
My
head.
dad will tell you that the road to the AFC Championship's going
through
through Cleveland.
Yeah.
You know how long it's been to be able to say that?
Oh, he says it at least 10 times a day everywhere he goes.
I've got friends that are Browns fans. I'll tell you what, they're loyal. They got to be.
They're the most loyal. They have to be one of the most loyal fan bases. God, look what they've been through.
Let them get to a playoff game.
It's a wrap.
Oh,
because LeBron was there, basketball, whatever.
Yeah.
But that is a football city, and they have not had anything to cheer for.
You get to the playoffs, and you're a Browns fan. Dude, it's a big deal.
Oh, man.
It's big.
It's huge. McKaylee Watterson says, hey, what's up?
MDW.
Yeah.
Our girl out at SEMA. She'll be there this year with us.
She's the best. Numero uno.
She is. That girl's so photogenic. I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
I can't wait to meet her. I haven't met her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be out
She's
this
cool.
year.
She's cool.
You got sick right before. You got the flu-like symptoms right before SEMA this year.
Man flu.
You got the man flu.
No, I had my flight that night.
I know.
104-degree fever.
I know.
Yeah.
Try not to do that this year. Try to join us.
Let's see here. A lot of people saying what's up. Fresh.
Back to the training thing. So
Underdog.
We are going to offer more of that. That's why we've joined the IDA. I'll be a recognized trainer for the IDA, and that's another thing that we can have is these IDA classes here. So a lot of people that we know that have taken the CD or Certified Detailer test with the IDA, they need to get their skills validated, which is the next step. I'll be able to do that test for them.
You can do that here?
Yeah.
Yeah, we will be soon.
Yeah, so that's going to be another part of it. That's going to be a different thing. There's not everybody that's just joining the IDA, but for the guys that I can think of multiple right now that we need to get done. So I'm working through the process to become an RT. That should be done, I'd say, within the next 30 days. And then we can start, doing skills validation.
Classes.
And we should have some paint correction schooling, some classes.
Yeah, absolutely.
We tie it in the spring. We should have an open house with our new expansion.
We're definitely doing that.
We literally just had a conversation 2 nights ago about the one thing we wish we could do more of is classes.
Yeah,
because we want to be able to pass that knowledge, just like the guys that come here to the showroom. And the guy yesterday came, had something on his wheels. We go out there and show him. People just lack the knowledge. Not that it's saying that we know everything. It's just that we're doing it every day.
Yeah.
And we just get going so many different directions. It's not like we don't want to do them. We want to do them as much as more than we can. Once the new showroom, we have the observation area, we'll be able to schedule some stuff, and the form on the website will be good.
So from what I see downstairs, we got plumbers, electricians, drywallers. We got. What are we looking about 7-8 months before it's done?
Before it's done?
I'm thinking about Christmas.
No, we're done.
Don't tell that one that.
We're done next week.
He'll be in here tomorrow. He's mad off that. He'll be in here tomorrow with a hard hat.
I am in here tomorrow.
With a hard hat.
I got my belt I got
Hang on.
tape measure.
You're in here tomorrow?
Yeah,
Saturday?
that's right.
Oh, God.
My wife has not. She doesn't know about
She
that
better
yet.
not watch the podcast.
I hope, she could be on the IG Live thing.
I think.
Oh, yeah.
Listen,
you're out. Bree, is he allowed to come to work tomorrow?
if you get a message from her, you shut that thing down.
Zach Branham says, I want to be a guest on the podcast.
He's over there working.
Come here.
He's in the warehouse.
Zach's
get these headphones, brother.
Zach's running all of our production over in our warehouse in the back here.
Yeah.
I'm figuring.
Because we're over here doing nothing.
Why don't he start working?
Yeah, that's what I was
doing,
going to tell him.
dude?
Get back to work.
Hey, you tell Zach I missed lunch for this.
They came. The guy that came here yesterday to do the wheels came and took a picture, and it had Zach just standing in the background
Doing what he does best.
And I told him, "This is what you do best."
That's a product that a customer comes in here, he owns a detail shop here in Columbus, mobile detailer, and he's got this set of wheels that was in bad shape.
Oh, horrible.
The brakes
Roached.
It just brake dust absolutely melted into the wheel. There's a lot of cleaners that just are never touching that, and one of those cleaners that we offer, but we only offer it to professional detailers or
we can't sell it online.
Right, it's wheel acid.
It's a hazmat.
And it absolutely took every bit of that off. So I'm sure his customer, which if you were to look at those wheels, you thought you would have had to replace them.
The before and after, we should have taken a picture.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Yeah.
First time I met him was yesterday, and real nice dude. Looks like he's got a pretty good business going. So,
Mfresh 21 says, "I got a question." Yep. When are y'all coming down to Miami so I can introduce you to the Miami car scene?
I'll be there next week.
I'll come tomorrow.
What's flights look like?
You need to keep on requesting it, because more than likely I'll be the one that gets sent down there. So if you could just call in maybe daily, say, man, we need somebody here in Miami.
Right.
People got to check out his page. He's got an absolutely beautiful Lexus.
Yeah, Mfresh_21 if anybody wants to check it out.
Another one from a relationship that we've built, over some time. You're not going to find a better one than that guy right there either. So that's what we're talking about. That's the kind of relationships we want. He's solid, man.
And cocaine, which he says, just like these poor Texans, I get so hype here in Houston. Oh, he's talking for the first round of the playoffs. Oh, he's talking about football. I thought he was talking about
just for a second.
I just about blocked him.
So some people know this. If you can't tell, Todd's looks like a Kentucky jersey on.
We're
Todd's from Kentucky.
Yep.
He's got his Cats hat on, and they play Houston tonight.
10:30 tonight
on Todd's birthday. Today is Todd's 36th birthday.
Yeah.
For all of you women out there, I'd like to send him a gift.
Right.
He's accepting that.
I will accept
Happy birthday.
It's going to be that now it's going to be overload in DMs.
I'm glad.
It's going to be mainly females.
I'm just glad that tomorrow's Saturday, because after this game tonight, you wouldn't show up for work.
So you're predicting a
one of two
Cats
reasons
loss. That's what he's predicting. On your birthday. That's rude.
Well, I like to
call Coach Cal.
We live right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is PJ Washington playing? Have they made the call? Is it game time?
They say he's playing. That's going to be important.
You're going to need him.
It's weird that
Houston, but you're going to need him for
it's weird that a
North
team
Carolina,
can
whoever
get you
gets him.
nervous.
Do you think you'll make
basketball
it?
team?
Will you be in for Monday? Can you make it Monday?
Well,
Well,
I had all intentions of taking my beautiful mother to Kansas City if they won tonight
to go to the Elite
to
Eight.
go to the Elite Eight. But
You should.
That's a 9-hour drive.
I think we're going to have. I know. I think we're going to have a little family thing down at my.
Oh yeah. Plus a lot of rain.
I think you'll get past Houston personally, but
there you go.
Anybody out there in Minneapolis?
I got a
just
Honda.
in case we get
I got a
Final
Honda
Four
right here.
anybody wants to make some wagers?
I'll make some wagers.
Start getting them in.
I'll make some wagers. Yeah.
What else you got?
To you too, cocaine 3.7.
So
right there in
Start
your
talking
home,
about
in your
Houston
backyard,
boy.
Zach. This is how I know he's not working.
Right.
Because he responded and said, "I am working. My boss Jared gave me a direct order. Join in. Multitasking."
Look at him peeking through the doorway right there.
No, he does. Ian Fresh. He said, "I'll cross Todd up any day." That's now we know something's wrong with him. Because I've got this.
So
we got a court back here. We'll settle it.
We
Now you may cross me up because I'm not
the most agile.
It might surprise you, but I'm not the quickest on my feet.
What you do possess is a pretty good jump shot.
Put that jumper straight in your
You
face.
might want to put a little air in that Kentucky ball. It's
That's
so deflated
that's
I
for
can even
show.
palm it.
That shows you that Manny's been listening to these things, because that was
He
back in
knows.
the day. You used to talk. You used to talk a lot of crap about how
Yeah.
good at
He's
basketball.
on
I
it.
will
you
still
were.
talk crap.
You will.
That's like my best thing.
Yeah.
Is I will run that mouth.
It's that backing up part.
I'll back it up on the basketball court.
I'll give you that.
Now ping pong.
No.
Oh, that's how we started the first podcast. Remember? The GoPro camera went dead. We went next door.
Oh,
we were
yeah.
playing
And I
ping
drummed
pong.
him in ping
You did
pong.
what?
I probably did.
You did nothing like that. I'm like the Forrest Gump of Jax Wax and ping pong. Watch the movie.
Oh, yeah. So it's been through so many people here that I can't hardly get to a lot of the new questions, but
Yeah.
I was trying to see them as we go. But yeah, guys, everybody tune in for these. If you have any suggestions, let us know. If you have a show that we've got some guests coming in, but if you have some episodes that you'd like for us to talk about a certain topic, we can definitely talk about it. If it's questions you have.
Yeah, this may be a way to get a hold of us pretty fast. If you know that we're going to be doing this kind of thing, and there's something I was on the phone with a guy that getting ready to ceramic coat his truck. He's bought our coating kit and he's ready to go. It's brand new. And he's like, "Hey, what do I do? Like, do I really need to do paint correction before this? The paint looks pretty good to me." And I said, "Well, it's all about what you want. So if the paint looks really good to you, well, you're cool, man. Clay it, prep it, and
we have distributors ask that all the time, or guys that are getting into detailing. The ceramic coating is not the hard part.
No.
If your customer says, "I just want you to put coating on it," don't touch it, then just put coating on it. It's up to the customer.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like this guy's got a brand new truck, and it probably does look really good. In his mind, it's as good as he wants it to be. So why would you spend all this crazy amount of time chasing swirls or chasing a little imperfection here or there?
And it really becomes tough for the detailer, because the customer is automatically assuming he's like trying to upsell them, as to where you're really just telling him, man, it's got swirls, scratches. These you need to get these out. But so ultimately, if they don't want it, just don't
have to.
Right.
That's exactly
but
right.
You can give them the correct information is what we would recommend. Give them the information, like these are put a light on it, show them. And
that's the other part too, is a lot of the things we're talking about from a paint correction standpoint, you can't see in direct sunlight, or you have to get at a certain angle to see it. You get a scan grip light or a really good light to see, and you can show the customer, well, look, this is what I'm talking about. They're like, oh, okay, well, now I get it.
I understand now.
Yeah.
When I get done with paint correction, buffing the car, really getting it as good as I can get it, I can tell my customer it looks the absolute best at midnight.
Yeah. If you check this car out at midnight, well, that's when you have them come pick it up.
Right.
Yeah.
In the rain.
Make sure you come after dark.
Yeah.
It looks good.
Yeah. You've got a car show coming up here locally.
Man, one of the biggest ones in the state of Ohio, probably. Yeah, besides Good Guys and stuff like that.
But for imports, IFO, out at National Trails, it's a good show.
It's going to be an awesome time.
Yep.
I'm going out to Vegas in May, and then we have we've got big ones coming up right before then. So next month there's a couple car shows. Then we have Ford Nationals in Carlisle, Pennsylvania.
Yep.
We have there's another one right after Memorial Day.
We got a whole schedule
a big one
there.
What's the new one that we're going to? Ocean City, Maryland.
Oh yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah,
a bunch of cars.
Real big one there too.
Our car show, we've set the date. We're going to put it out there. It's August 17th. We always like to be in that second, third-ish week of August, but that's the final date. It seems to work out for everybody. So August 17th is going to be our car show date that we have here at Jax Wax. It's a little ways out, but it's something to plan for, because I'm biased, obviously, but from what everybody that comes here absolutely loves this show. It's just laid back. It's a really cool environment,
and we really try to get everyone together. We've had people come from
last year. It was 5 different states.
Oh man, it was crazy. So a lot of our people that we sponsor, a lot of people that are involved, they come. We've had distributors come. It's kind of almost like a homecoming for Jax Wax. Everybody comes together. It's a real good show, and it's for a good cause.
It is, and it's like a customer appreciation thing. We have a live band. We've got all kinds of food trucks.
Well, in fact, Monday I called you because I was talking to the guy to schedule the band.
Yeah,
Alex, that is the band.
Yep. So, if for those of you that are familiar with this area, that we shut down the entire street where we're at on the front building here is on 17th Avenue, and we shut down the entire street to have the car show. And we used to park the cars right on the street, and then we outgrew that in a couple of years to where now we're right by the Columbus Airport. So there's a secondary lot right across the street from us, what they call the green lot, and it's got 1,500 spots, and now we rent that out, and that's where the car show's at. But we still shut the street down because we have food vendors and trampoline, all the stuff for the band and so on and so forth. Right. You can come into the store. That's something else we'll offer this year, is we'll just open up the place. We did that, I think, maybe the first year.
I think we should open. Of course, we talked about the expansion of the retail area, the store, but let's let them look at the assembly line, the filling line. Let's show people how it works.
Yeah, I think people kind of dig that.
Yeah.
So you can kind of see the process and what we do. I know we had mentioned even at some point maybe running the machine while people are here, and they could have like a
free bottle of
made
Hawaiian
right then.
shine.
You know what I mean? little bit of a process with that, but I wouldn't rule it out. Yeah,
I'll sign it.
Create a lot of value for it at that point.
A lot of extra
for sure.
You plan on being here? Or you gonna be in Florida?
Oh, it's August. I'll be right here.
If we had, what happens if we had the car show in November?
Oh, wait, it's not.
It's out.
Don't worry about that.
We could Skype him. Have him on Skype at the show.
We were talking the other day, and you told me your goal is to basically never see snow again.
I've seen it for 59 years. So
you deserve it.
You probably earned it.
I've had enough of it.
I hear you.
Yeah.
But back to the car show, it is so much fun for those of you that have not been here. I mean, like the Columbus police officers, they come to me at the end of the show and say, please have us back.
Yeah,
we want, working special duty. They want to be here. They can.
It's just such a good atmosphere. There's a live band. There's a lot of everybody walking around, and food vendors and bounce house for kids.
And I think also people like it because it can be any type of car. We have anything. It's
That's
not just
our main focus when we're promoting it.
We have exotics and imports and classic cars, motorcycle,
race cars,
big, yeah.
And last year it got it grows so much every year. We've got I think a panel of judges this year.
Yeah,
because I know previously we've just kind of had us as far and judging it. It makes it tough and going 100 different directions because when we're there at the car show, it's like everybody we've always wanted to see all year.
Oh, it's our opportunity to talk to them.
Yeah,
and then we're at judging cars or whatever. So, and that's the other thing. What did we do? 75 trophies last year. Is that right?
75, and then we did the 2 or 3 6-footers.
Yeah, best of show, and then like whatever it was, best something. But anyway, bunch of trophies. It takes some time to judge those cars. When you're talking about hundreds of cars, and hopefully at some point over 1,000 cars. I think we can get there at some point. Man, it takes a lot of time, and you have to have people that know what they're doing when they're judging car. It
takes a lot to put this whole thing on. This preparation, like we're talking about it now, and it's not till August.
Oh,
talking
because
there's so many things if you don't start doing.
You have to schedule it because everything's got to fall in line
and get these businesses to sign off
all
on the street.
The food vendors, the airport, the port authority. They're no joke.
No, yeah, one is very expensive to rent that, but they have there's a lot of liability on their part. Sure. They say there's some things you got to do. The fire department has to come out here the day of and make sure that we're doing what we need to be doing. And like you said, having these businesses sign off in this area that say it's okay for you to have this show because, fortunate enough for us, we're in an industrial park, and most people aren't open on Saturdays.
Right.
It's not so hard to do, but there's just a lot of preparation because ultimately we want everybody to have a really good time here, and there needs to be no issues.
A lot of preparation. Jared's got to do hair and nails, and
he's got the whole
facial
thing going on.
That's a thing.
Yeah, that's normal.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's part of it. I've grown used to it. That's the way it does.
I get it.
He's got the softest hands. Yeah. Okay.
Listen, I've dealt with the hate my whole life. I get it. You know what I mean?
He wears gloves. He wears gloves when he
That's
buffs a car.
He doesn't hold
a flex buffer without gloves.
You see how I've totally tuned it out? I can continue. I have no clue what he just said.
Dude,
I mean, I have
believe
no
me,
clue
I'm used to it. Listen, I tuned out. I don't call him. He didn't even answer text messages from his dad.
That's not true. That is not true. You should not lie to Instagram. Instagram's watching
respect the gram.
Right. Would you put some respect?
Except for the bomb cyclone, I didn't hear from him all winter.
Well, I can't. Your phone's turned off. You're in Florida, and the only thing I get. This is literally the only text I get from my dad for 3 months is little balls of sun on the AccuWeather app. It's just a screenshot of the weather in Venice.
And I'm included on them, or it'll be his feet first thing in the morning.
Here,
out in his chair.
Hold that up to the camera. That's what I send you guys. Hold that right up to the camera.
This is what I get all the time.
It's on
every
the
single
beach.
time. Or, like you're saying, it's just a picture of a palm tree in his backyard with his feet propped up. Listen, you've earned it, but can you stop sharing it?
Yeah.
I'm over here shoveling out to get box trucks.
I've literally got frostbite just walking to my car.
Yeah.
It's so cold here.
Yeah. Remember that goal. I don't ever want to see snow again.
I hear you. You got any more questions, man?
Man,
Can
I think
you even read them?
Yep, we've had a few asking about the car show and saying they want to be a part of it. Be cool.
Yeah.
No, some happy birthdays. Appreciate you guys. And that's really about it, man.
Happy birthday. 36 years
36, like fine wine. Just getting better with age.
Both these cats are 36.
That's right.
Just getting started.
72.
We are on offense.
Fully. don't come around.
Period.
Best defense is a badass offense.
It's the only thing I know.
Yeah. And
I hope you're ready.
we'll do this next week. We got some guests coming in, and I want to end with one thing, and it's go Cats.
Hey, man, I'm rooting for you. It's your birthday. I hope your team
Yeah.
wins. I got no skin in the game. I hope they win.
You already played your hand.
I'm gonna stamp mine.
You shut that mouth.
I hope that you win, and I hope that you get to the national championship, and then somehow you get your heart ripped out. That's what I hope for you.
I hope we play the
just
Dukies.
kidding, man.
I hope we play the Dukies in the national championship.
Yep.
And get a little revenge.
How's your guys' brackets going?
I remember getting beat by 30 first game of the year.
Blown out. Mine's hit. I mean, Ohio State, we're a football town. You know, I'm a big Buckeyes fan. Have been my whole life. There's probably some hate out there on that.
Oh,
They're mad off that one too.
you're mad off that for sure.
But we're not a basketball. You know, so my basketball team, Ohio State, they're not in the game. So I hope your team wins, man.
The bracket thing, it took a turn last night.
I was doing
and
good.
It was crazy. The only 100% bracket. There was still a bracket that had every pick right until last night, and he was here in Columbus.
Oh, really?
And it was out of whatever.
Did you imagine that?
It was like I think 20. I don't know how many. It was a crazy number.
It's more than winning the Powerball.
He lost the game last night.
One of the games last night.
Yeah.
I can't remember if it was the Michigan one or.
I mean, you're never getting that 100%. It's never happening. But that's pretty impressive to get the whole entire Sweet 16.
And he was right here, and he was like, I think he was. Don't hold me to this.
No, his name was Jack Miner.
He was like an engineer or something. He like did all.
He did
some
stuff figured out.
He figured it out.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So next week we'll be doing it again. I hope. Right? We on schedule? Cats, get in there.
Go Cats.
All right. Appreciate you guys.
Later.
Later.